Well, hello. It's been a while. There's been a lot of activity the last few months, so yeah, filming kind of took a back seat, didn't it?
It did a little bit.
So here's our newest addition to the flock. This is Mr. Jey Uso from WWE, reference for those who are not familiar. He is our new Buckeye rooster. We've had him for just over a week now, and he is to be the new flock protector. He's settling in, doing all right. Not quite up to speed, but he did just hear that. He did just hear the hawk. He stuck his head up. He's a good boy so far.
He's been a very good boy.
A very good boy.
Very impressive.
So we're very happy with this guy. So we're on standby. Oh, he quite likes being on camera, it seems. He's like, what is that? We're on standby for the first snowstorm. We've got snow warnings, winter storm warnings for tonight. So over the last few weeks, we've taken down the big run. So we're down to just 2 of the electric fences in the chicken run now for a little outside free range time. We have winterized the chicken run. You can see all the panels are up, all the tarps ready for snowpocalypse. Everybody is now
really,
in the
supposed
coop.
to get 6 inches, I know, but I just like calling it snowpocalypse because
It's the first snow of the
year.
season, and they're saying in some areas, and we're kind of on the borderline, the weather forecast is giving us anything from 6 to 12 inches. So that's
fun.
fun.
The first snow of the year, you might get a little dusting, a little something, but no,
We're going full
all the
pelt.
way.
So we've been very, very busy getting everything ready for Brett walking in front of my shot of the chicken run, but that's okay.
I'll walk behind it.
How's that? How about that? So these are just the same plastic roofing panels that we've used for the last 3 years. We did something a little different this year. In previous years, we have just zip tied, cable tied, whatever you like to call it. But this year we've actually attached little blocks of scrap wood to the run frame. And we've attached those with roofing screws. So it should be pretty solid, pretty snow resistant. Nothing is snow proof in this world, we've learnt. So this is the north side of the coop. So there is actually a door, a gate, but we decided that we're not going to use that this winter because we're not going to walk all the way around to use that. So we've blocked off the north side pretty much completely. Oh, look, you walk around the chicken run and you get chased. Here comes Oos. Hey, Oos. So here's the old original coop. That's not in use this winter. You can see the chickens have still got a good amount of space. They have the truck cap. It's pretty dry in that run, actually.
I might move the truck cab later on, bring it more towards the front of the coop so they can go in and out.
So that provides a bit of shelter. That provides protection, as does that coop as well. So obviously the 2 coops, the run, the truck cap, and hopefully Oos provide protection from the aerial predators. What did we discover? Like 2 out of the 4 hawks that we worry about actually migrate for the winter.
Yeah, I believe it's the sharp-shinned and not a red tail, is it red shinned or something like that. But they're typically smaller ones. We've been seeing red tails come through here, but I think they're speaking of, I see them flying.
Yeah.
I think up there. Anyway, but yeah, the red tails I think are just moving through.
Oh,
yeah,
is
there
that
he
him?
up there. Yep.
Would he land on the power pole? Yeah. So those power lines are kind of the bane of our life because that's where the hawks just sit and watch our chickens. There's not a whole lot we could do about it, other than hope that the chickens are smart enough to hide if he takes off and starts flying over. There's also a lot of chickens and turkeys and what have you back there at our neighbour's property. So other things, you can see the darker soil. Morning, Oos. The darker soil in the outback. Brett has spent quite a bit of time setting this out.
I had about, I guess it would be, 170 yards, I think, which was 17 dump trucks full of composted leaf mulch, dumped and dropped off, and I've been spreading in the back. The object is to create topsoil, instant topsoil, rather than waiting 10 years of mowing and leaf, wood chips. I just put down half an inch of topsoil, you're done.
So it's leaf mulch, essentially, that's been aged for, 3 years?
Yeah, it's the leaf litter from the Hudson municipal, leaf pickup program, whatever.
Here they come around and they suck up the leaves that people have blown and raked to the edge of their property. And this is the result, basically.
Then Hudson disposes of it. They take it to different soil mulch people. They just drop it off and let it sit for a couple of years, and then they sell it. So this year I got a good deal because I got it on the day that Hudson starts picking up their leaves to drop them off to these companies. So this guy was motivated to move a lot of it for a cheap price. So
you can actually see the sky is changing ahead of this storm that's coming in. Need to stick this. This post seems to have wiggled loose. Need to go around and put that in properly. Tighten that up. So yeah, the barn and the chicken run. I think we're pretty much ready. Are we ever ready for a large amount of snow? No. But everybody seems like they are adjusting to their new rooster, their new head boy. He's still young. He's 6 months old?
Yeah, something like that.
He's going to be probably around the 10-pound mark when he's fully grown. But, I guess having a rooster that's on the larger side is better than the smaller.
He's there for protection, really. That's why we wanted him. That's why he's here.
So we've got one last bit. It's been raining all morning. It's now, midday-ish? It's been raining all morning.
Yeah, it's just past noon.
We've got a couple of hours of respite from the weather. So I think we're going to just stick up a couple of panels on the front of the run here, which is we've been putting it off because it's the trickiest bit.
Yeah.
Because this is the gate that we use to go in.
So this right here, if you that's due direct west over there, and that's north. And that's where the majority of our snow will come from.
Thanks, Canada.
The big snow, the big systems come from the west, the west to east, and then when you get the really cold ones, they come north to south. So
Yes.
the wind generally comes from the northwest, so we try and protect as such.
You can really see the game bird genetics in Oos. He's got very, very long legs.
He does have a couple toes that I don't know if they're flayed or whatever they call them. But because he was in a breeding program, obviously he was rejected for that reason. But he's still a fine bird otherwise.
He's a beautiful bird.
His toes just a little funny.
And he's native to Ohio.
Yeah.
We'll have a quick look inside of the run. Hey, Pecky Becky. So this is what it looks like inside of the run. We've got wood chips and leaves and just all kinds of organic matter on the floor in here. The feeders, the perches. So when we have got serious snow, we've got all the supports up to hold the run in place with the weight of the snow. They'll be very cozy. So they're all ready and set. Looks like Pecky Becky is going to lay an egg in the rollaway box. So this is one of the new things we've added this year. This is a roll-away nest box. The idea being that they lay the egg in where you see the chicken. Hello. And then it's sloped, so the egg rolls to the front, to this compartment here, and chickens won't eat them. Hi, Nuggy. Mrs. Yoda. Here comes Brett with some new panels. We're gonna see if we can get this, the front of this run done. We had to make a few other little movements where we brought the storage boxes for their food and bedding and everything round to this side.
These panels are actually really good. They're the corrugated roofing panels. They're clear. They're what, like $17 each?
Yeah, I think,
like that?
yeah, with tax, about $17 each.
Yeah, they're not cheap, obviously,
No.
but for what they are, as versatile as they are, and as
They'll
lightweight as they are, they're pretty good.
They'll last us a few years as well. They do get brittle. We obviously take them down in the summertime because otherwise the run becomes a greenhouse. But we've done this now for what, 3 years?
So an object, yeah. An object roughly, and I'm just going to roughly do this. It's not permanent, obviously. We'll cut this down, but I'm thinking we, slice it down there, and then maybe we can use some hatchet up here, and then for the door, maybe similar. We'll see. And cut it down there.
You've always got helpers out here.
And then you got that.
Yeah. I think probably, yeah, we'll need 3 panels. Oos, what do you think?
I think leaving a little bit of air up here might be
Yeah.
all right.
Well, we also need to be able to open the door.
Yeah, there's that part. But either way,
So here's something interesting to compare. So you see this chicken here, that is Lena, not Lena. Anyway, so she is also meant to be the female version, the Buckeye female. Now, when we were with the breeder who we got Oos from, she was talking about an orange gene. Now, we didn't realize quite how orange these Buckeyes that we have actually
I
are.
always thought they were really dark brown. But when you look at him, and you look at these Isas right here, she's an Isa mix, I guarantee you. I'm looking at the feathers.
Yeah.
You look,
So when Brett says the Isas, he's talking about these 3 orange chickens, essentially.
If you look at his feathers, the Buckeye, they're called tight feathered. So they're almost like hair, but they're feathers. Whereas the other birds, they're broad feathers. So they're more like, I don't know, not scales, but kind of like that.
Yeah.
If you look at her feathers on the back, you see a white line going down the middle of each, what we call feather. The Isas have the same thing. If you look at just to your right.
So that's a full comparison of these 2.
I'm gonna go and say that these are half or at least part Isas.
So when we got these particular chickens, we actually got 6 chicks in March, beginning of March. And these were all meant to be the same breed. They were all meant to be Buckeyes. Here are 4 of them, and you can see the difference. They're not all the same breed very clearly. So we actually ended up with, in fact, there's the other Buckeye. So these 5 are the surviving of the 6 that we got. We've ended up with 3 Isa Browns and 2 Buckeye hybrids of some kind. We're not even sure, but basically...
It is a little annoying because this is the result of what you call a backyard breeder. People that put these birds online, sell them on Marketplace or wherever, and they really aren't a breeder. They're just someone with a backyard and chickens, and they just hatch them out and sell them.
Yep.
There's no, genetics taken into consideration, no breed standard taken into consideration. It's just...
It was a little annoying because we drove quite a long way to pick these chicks up, and we didn't get what we actually wanted.
The Buckeye breed.
Yeah.
That was the whole point.
So that's another case of buyer beware, and we won't do it again. But now we've found the Buckeye breeder that we got Oos from. When we want new Buckeyes, we'll get them from them.
Yeah. She hatches and she keeps her Buckeyes, and she breeds to the show standard, the perfection, what the bird should be. So she's a little brutal. She hatches out her birds, and then about this time of year, the birds that don't make the cut, she gets rid of, either selling or putting in the soup pot. So we saved him from the soup pot.
Yeah, but he's a good boy. In fact, they're very sweet.
But like you said, there's nothing wrong with him as such. It's just his toes are a little funny.
Yeah.
You
can see they've actually bonded a little bit.
And from a a show judging standard, he's not a good candidate, but he's still a good boy.
Yeah.
His temperament is absolute. It's great.
Yeah. We can pick him up very, very easily. Just walk up to him and pick him up.
Yep.
I mean, we've had him a week, but so far, so good.
Yep.
And hopefully he's now learned. We spent the whole week making sure we were giving him snacks, making sure that he learned that we are a source of food and not a danger.
Look at
And
that.
I know
Say,
that.
well, clean your face, clean your beak.
I think she was stealing his pumpkin.
Maybe. I thought the Buckeyes that we have, the two, they're just the nicest little birds, and it kind of shows that.
What are Precious and Stompy doing
Well, yeah.
over there on the boxes?
Being a pain.
Precious and Stompy, what are you up to?
What are you two doing?
So chickens are weird.
Hi.
They will choose to drink off of these panels. So these are two of the ices. I actually really like these birds. They're very, very sweet. And that's Precious, and the other one's Stompy. Stompy because when she squats, she stomps her feet. I don't know if Brett's going to be able to do it. I don't know.
Come here. No.
She's not going to squat for you? Yeah. Anyway, we're going to get on and do these panels. And make sure that these girls are ready, because this snow is coming tonight. And if we're not ready, then they're the ones that suffer. So anyway, that's why we haven't been around much recently. I'll leave you with the facial cleansing of Oos and Lena and Sarge. Bye.